As the sun starts to set, we're going to see how much light is left by the end of this early evening game here on... Thanks so much for joining us, everybody. Kate Scott and Brock Hewitt here with you once again. This week, going to be a step in the right direction for one of our teams we've got, Brock, both of whom haven't played the type of ball early in the season that they want, both coming into this one below 500.
And you and I both know we're not math majors, but we do know this. You stay below 500 in this league, well, you're going to be headed to the top of next spring order. We're not to that point yet, but whoever comes out short here will find themselves a whole lot closer to it.
Ball is teed up as rain continues to fall. From Seattle. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful turn. Their first drive of the game coming up. And they'll be led out by this dual-threat quarterback.
A win is a win for him, whether he goes for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, Kate, or maybe he just finds the end zone once like last week. And being the team-first guy he is, he'd be more than happy to end the game with just 1 touchdown pass, maybe even no touchdown passes, so long as they get the win in the end.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the well again. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play. He gets a half dozen on the carry, and that's also going to bring up 3rd and 6. Back now, pressure on its way. He beams one deep right side. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and that'll bring up 4th down. To punt. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. Fields this clean at the 30. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. So out comes first offensive possession. And they'll be led out by their 4th-year quarterback.
He's one of the select group of quarterbacks where when he takes the field, everyone, and I mean everyone, takes notice. He's part of the game's elite at the game's most important position, and it really is a spectacle, Kate, anytime he leads an offense out, because you know he's capable of plays that other quarterbacks in this league simply cannot make.
And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Kate, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Complete out to the right side. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Almost an opening drive interception, but that winds up on the ground, incomplete. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you'd like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
And the look outside yields no fruit. They make the stop near the line of scrimmage. So we have to pause here. Team officials saw what we did. We've got injured out there. They're going to tend to him now. 1st and 10. Ball set up at the 48. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate, right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with the tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
Hauled in left side. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. 4th and 3, drive on the line. Trying to push this past the marker. He's got the 1st and more inside the 25. And finally, he's down at the 5-yard line. One of their biggest plays of the game, and it comes on a 4th down gamble.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
Big play sets them up pretty here with 1st and goal from the 5. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And he gets in. Touchdown! 6-0 lead in the 1st quarter. Well, partner, with the increased focus on receivers now in the ground game, the jet sweep, it's a weapon all 32 teams and coaches have to rely on for offense. And for the good ones, it can be a lucrative play to have ready, too.
Yeah, lucrative on the scoreboard, certainly, Kate. And don't forget about lucrative for the wallet, too. Next time his agent's at the negotiating table, he's going to be sure to bring plays up like that one and mention the value he could bring beyond the work of just catching the football.
Kick this one away, and off we go once more. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. Field for their 2nd possession. And they sure surprised us, going for 2 in that spot on their last drive. Not sure we're going to see that call come out here again. On 1st down, they'll run. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Back to throw now. Oh, he makes the catch. Impressive grab, but he should have let it go. They're going to lose yards. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
His work begins at the 31. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Big kick on that one, 62 yards. And it now here comes the New York offense. And their goal is going to be doubling that 7-0 lead they have so far. Good starting field position. Up, 1st and 10. Hits his running back. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
And he's brought down for a loss. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he tried to power it forward, but I don't think he got it. No gain on the run, so now they face 4th down.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
They'll run for this. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Come on now. Was there any doubt who they were going to go to right there? That was always going to be a run play. No problem converting on 4th.
They go play action on first. Stays in the pocket. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Completed over the middle. And this goes across midfield and in territory. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. It's scored as a 51-yard punt. And it'll... They'll run here on 1st down. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Halfway there on 1st down, that brings up 2nd and 5. They're going play action. That throw behind his intended target.
Hey, Kate, you know that line, time is of the essence? It certainly is in the pocket. Not enough time there to let that play develop down the field, and the two were not able to reel it in.
Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to work his way almost to midfield. That's stopped at the 48. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 48. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. Then brings up 3rd down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
That is caught along the sideline, and he gets the feet down. Wow! It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
Okay, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw, and without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page, because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. He's got it near the 8. And that's going to be a touchdown. It's on the board for now. But will it stand? We got to see what this flag is all about. Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no, and it's got to come back. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Throwing now off play action. Taking a big shot for the end zone. Big gain downfield. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. They'll try and punch it in. Crosses the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle. A lone point on the scoreboard. He would not be denied that close to the end zone, Brock. I think it might have taken 5 or 6 guys tackling him to keep him from diving across the line for 6.
Certainly a second effort touchdown, no question. The backs who become fan favorites, we've seen it through the generations, and they set the curve for their peers, are the ones who just fight through that stop. It will not be denied of a touchdown.
That one right down the middle. This game 7-7. The kicking team ready. Forward they run to send it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Through the 45. And he finally ends up out of bounds after a huge gain.
Coming off that carry, I'd go right back to him. Not a hotter hand on the field right now. Get that man the rock.
That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. Back to Seattle after this. Welcome back. We'll begin this 2nd quarter. They're looking at 1st down here. A give now from the gun. And he's going to take this down inside the 25 before being stopped. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. Oh, movement on the line before the snap, though. This is going to be a false start. One of the most common penalties in the sport. And the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Here we go, 2nd and 9.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
So often, so many of these games come down to a play or 2, and 3rd down's critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Kick this one away, and off we go once more. Kickoff taken at the 3. They'll have a long field ahead of him, partners. He's wrapped up shy of the 15. Their next series, let out on offense by their quarterback. And this is the type of play they need out of him into the later months. He's currently leading the league in passing touchdowns. Right up the gut. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. Pass play coming here. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Trying to find his tight end. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused, and they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
The punt team. And he's going to have to hit this one from the edge of his own end zone. Got 49 on his first punt. This one looks even longer. Has it at the 37. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. Good starting field position. Get up, 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. pitch out to Gibson. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on the run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. Lone back gets the handoff. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. They hit him for 5 yards on 4th down and get the successful conversion. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Back-to-back carries here. And he works this to the 38 before going down. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. Gibson here from the gun. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you'd really break the backs of a defense.
Throwing deep. They connect on the deep shot. And this is caught. Touchdown, New York. An advantage. That was just gorgeous football right there. He saw the window, just had to wait for his guy to flow toward it, and that pass fit in beautifully for the touchdown.
Kate, this is one of those moments where a quarterback's got to take his pre-snap read and make sure he confirms it quickly post-snap. And when he does, and he's got space to fit that post in, like you said, it's a thing of beauty.
That one splits the uprights. 10-point ball game. Kick this one away, and off we go once more. His return starts at the 5. He'll have a long field ahead of him, partners. He's wrapped up shy of the 15. Now Seattle all set to go here on offense. That score made it 17-7, but they can cut it back to a one-score game here. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's a handoff. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Now a give on the counter. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
And he found some running room for a nice gain. He gets him 9 on the ground, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 6. They're throwing it. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 31-yard play. And first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Here he is on 3rd and long. Escapes out to the left. He's running for it. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up second down. Oh, they're looking option, headed left side. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Here we go, second and very long. Finds him over the middle. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. They'll throw it. That sails over his target, incomplete, and now it's 4th down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And not his best punt here. He drops it several yards into the end zone. That's going to lead to a touchback. Their offense and this running back to the field. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college, every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
On 2nd and 9. Dumped off to his running back. And he'll get it up to the 27. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. From the gun on 3rd down. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. He's got it at the 24. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. Nice 12-yard pickup on the return. And they're going to take over possession. Good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. To the sideline it goes. He's got to be on the marker. It looks like he stayed in as well. Give him 24 on that play. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Finds his man over the middle. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. Here's 2nd and 2. Dump off caught by his back.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
And they'll pitch it out to him. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. And that run won't come close. That's a turnover on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Running back, headed back out for a new series. And with all their timeouts remaining, Brock, they may be able to put a little something together here before halftime. Throwing now on first down. On the move, headed right. He tucks it and takes off. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. First time out. Throwing from the gun. Hits him on the in route. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Timeout called, and that's going to be the second for New York. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be second down. Looking to the air here. Has him on the quick hitter. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first. Working quickly here. Throwing now, 3rd and 2. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Return starts from the goal line. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. We're through 2 here with coming home field advantage. They've got the lead at the break. Now we'll go coast to coast. Jonathan Coachman standing by in our Orlando studios for the report.
These two teams heading out of the tunnel, and we're ready to get back to it. For the call of the second half, here is the great Kate T. Scott. Kate?
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. Here's Smith on the return. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. So as we get set to begin the third quarter, it's the Seattle offense who's going to be out there first. And you and I both know, Brock, they, like so many teams in this league, fans of establishing the run to begin a football game. Well, I'm looking at my watch, I'm looking up at the scoreboard. We're sometime into this one now, and they still haven't been able to establish it against this defense.
Yeah, kind of like when we walk into a defensive meeting room and sit with the D coordinator, and what is his #1 premise each and every week? Stop the run. Stop the run.
Yep.
Because you know if you create that kind of imbalance and you take away the run, you have a chance of playing pretty good defense like they've done.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. They'll try and throw it here. Escapes the pocket. He gets a little something out of it before sliding to a stop.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
Looking for the back that time. So that brings up fourth down.
You know, that's one of those situations you want to get your back in space. Well, you accomplish that. Unfortunately, you don't make anything happen because you don't bring the ball in cleanly.
Looking to return from the 29. And he's brought down before the return gets far. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Good starting field position. Up, 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. Dumps it off to his running back. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
5 yards on the play. They could just do that again. 3rd and 2 coming up. A give, left side to Gibson. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. Stopped for no gain on the play, and that'll bring up 4th and 2.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
Their punter making his way out now. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. That one hits at the 6, but can't check up. It gets into the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a 1st with some room to spare.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Oh, he makes the catch. Impressive grab, but he should have let it go. They're going to lose yards.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down and ready to turn it into a negative play.
3rd and long for him here. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. Could not beat the defender there. And that brings up 4th and long. They'll bring out the punter here. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. He's got it. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. This offense running out for a new series, led by their running back. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And it'll be their football. Play action on 1st down. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And he's tackled for a short gain. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the 1st down that comes with it. Here's a give up the middle. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Setting up a throw. Cut out left. And a solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They've jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. The penalty makes it 3rd and 8 here. Back to throw. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And this kick works out pretty well for him. It's blown dead at the 12. It's ready to get going once again. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They got 24 yards on the play. And 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
To throw here on 1st down. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down. Back to throw. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. He'll throw it. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So that brings up 4th and long. They'll send out the punting unit. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today. And he drives this into the pouring rain. Broke through the tackle. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. And after the punt, the offense comes out onto the field. And it'll... Putting the tight end in motion. 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's got a man left. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
From the 28. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
On 1st down, they'll run. We've got a fumble pretty close to midfield. And it's a turnover. The defense has it.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is at a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
It's taking the field now. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free. Running for the marker on 2nd. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession, or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
First down, and they go right back to him. And they'll make the stop after a small push to the 34. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, and instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties, to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's able to get this down to the edge of the red zone. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. So we hit the end of the third quarter. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the fourth. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Plowing up the middle. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Coverage holds up, and he just had to get rid of it.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that'll give him a 16-point advantage.
Well, it's hard to call that the official moment that sealed this win, but up 16 here in the fourth, it's going to take a heck of a sequence of events to see this game tied back up.
Starting from the 5. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. It's running out now. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. They'll empty the backfield and motion him right. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. That's complete inside the 35. It's a huge pickup on the play. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
Look at the touch he put on that throw down the field. That was a masterpiece, and he was the artist behind it, laying it in the perfect spot to create the big play.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Finds him over the middle. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. 2nd and 6 coming up here. He's dropping back to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Another carry for him. And they'll stop him after a short gain to the 13. They'll They'll get that yard back, but no more. It's 3rd and 10. Some early movement on the left side there, but was he the first to go, or was he provoked? One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Here he is on 3rd and long. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's game. Stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease. This is a case of, well, just get what you can on the way out the door, Kate. It's already out of reach. Just take the 3, let your kicker get some points, and make it a hair closer in the box score.
The kicking team ready for where they run to send it away. Return starts at the 9. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. They motion a receiver left. Lone back gets the handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2. Back to the well again. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. That one ends up a gain of 6. And 1st down. They give it to him again. And they bring him down after he ran through him up to the 43. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. The give inside to Gibson. Past midfield to the 45. Touchdown, New York! 3-score game in the 4th. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
He's throwing for, and he won't get away. They bring him down. The sack prevents them from adding another 2 more to that lead.
You go with what you think is your best option. There they felt like it was going to be a pass, but sometimes it simply doesn't work.
Returning it from the 4. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Led back out there on offense by their quarterback. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Complete over the middle. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. Second and 4. Completed to his running back. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Throwing from the gun here. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. This one intended for the running back. And now they face 2nd down. He'll throw it yet again. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
With all due respect to some of the great linebackers back in the day, to play the position today, man, you've got to be versatile. You can't just be a come up and stuff the run. You got to play coverage. And these defenses more and more rely on you to break up throws just like that.
He completes it in traffic. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Still sticking with the passing game. And the first down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete.
You know, that is so hard to do. That's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Offense in the hurry up here. Throwing it again here. Flushed out of the pocket. Gets out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run. Offense up to the line fast. Here's 2nd and 5. McLaughlin there to bring it in. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. First down from the red zone. It's a Seattle touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
They'll try this extra point. Got a good plant in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And some of the lead. It's down now to 12. The kicking team ready for where they run to send it away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. Now bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. This offense headed out as we get a look at their running back. And they're already up by 2 scores, Brock, but another one here would really put this one out of reach. There's a handoff up the gut. And he could only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Back-to-back carries here. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Back now, pressure on its way. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
I'm just looking at this hourglass of saying, Kate, and realizing there's not much time left for this team. But the only chance they had was to create a sack right there. Give a little momentum to their offense, who now has no margin for error. You got to go score.
Takes it in at the 26. And he found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up. Back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. Good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Hits him on the out route. And this one doesn't go far. Following that completion, a member of the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. 2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 43. McLaughlin's got it, complete. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
He's brought down back at the 40-yard line.
3rd and long for him here. Flush down now to his left. Oh, he's going to run for it. Working quickly here. Desperation time here on fourth. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
They'll run here on first down. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And this one does not go far. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. All right, here we go. Second down. Give now to the running back. They're across the 40. Nice run here. And he has this all the way down to the 14-yard line. Now with 2:09 left on the clock, we got a timeout from the defense. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. The throw is caught. And he's going to be touchdown, Brock. Looks to be a couple yards shy of that marker.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. They only get a yard that time, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
It's results like that that drive coordinators nuts. Premature balding, gray, wrinkles, all of it, Kate. You call something conservative. The last thing you're thinking is you're going to lose yards on a 3rd and 1 run.
A familiar sight in this contest, Brock. He's out there again for another field goal try. A little more than a chip shot. This is 25 yards. Celebrating a decade in the NFL, he sends it through. And go ahead and make this a 15-point game now.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game. It really leaves only one remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. And we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. And the last time we saw him, Brock, they took a risk, went for it on their own half of the field, but it didn't work out. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. Hurry up, offense. They need to get everyone to the line. Here's 2nd and 2. Short pass brought in. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. And he spikes it to stop the clock just before we reach that 40-second mark. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Dropping back to throw. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting a completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up. Throwing now. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
The quarterback's so worried about challenging the DBs in coverage, he didn't keep an eye on the lineman in front of him. He threw it right towards him, and it was easy to get a pop and swat away a potential first down.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So it's a win for the visiting. And we know how rain can wreak havoc at any moment on a football. They didn't let that stop them today. They played their game, and as a result, they're leaving here with a victory. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. So long from Seattle.